Coming up today on Studio 13 Live. It's me.
The iHeartRadio Music Award nominations are out, and local radio legends Jody and Better dropping by to talk about who is nominated and how you can cast your vote.
I am back, baby.
Deborah Jo Rupp is back as Kitty Foreman in the revival of that 70s show. We'll talk about which original cast members are also coming back to guest star.
And a poster problem or just people with too much time on their hands, we will show you why people are hating on Titanic's 25th anniversary teaser.
Then come along with me as I head out on a hike to one of Seattle's most iconic trails.
And later, renowned Seattle chef Maximilian Petty coming by to cook up one of his signature burgers.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. I wanna see you smile, take you another mile.
Hey, we are so excited to have you here with us today. I'm Mireya Garcia.
Hey, I'm Carly Henderson. It is Thursday. It is almost Friday. I've heard Thursday referred to as a mini Friday by Ria, who works behind the scenes here, which I'm a big fan of. We are almost there. I just feel like your mood's just good on a Thursday, don't you think?
I've only ever heard it called Thirsty Thursday.
Thirsty Thursday. Also a great day.
A mocktail if you want. Yeah, no. But you know what it was? It was a wet Thursday morning. I hydroplaned like twice on the way to work. I got like a 30-minute commute. It was a little freaky.
That's so scary. Yeah, I hate driving in the rain and at night. So it was a little bit of a rough commute in today. I spilled a little yogurt on my dress situation today, but I mostly got it off.
It's fine.
Don't look for it. There might still be remnants, but I think I'm good.
All right. Well, you know what? We are very excited this morning because we have some great news from one of our fellow talk show queens.
Yeah. So Shepard, our girl, she's going to continue to bring more fun, more joy, and more laughter to her audience. And that is because Fox actually renewed her daytime talk show, Sherry, for a second and a third season. Sherry started as a temporary fill-in for Wendy Williams, but her show quickly amassed success, leading to her to gain a permanent seat for the next 2 years.
You know who is a big Sherry fan? My husband.
Oh.
He would watch her after the news, and he's like a huge fan.
She's really the total package.
She really is.
She's funny, she's smart, she's hilarious.
And then there's another star who is having success in the daytime talk show world, Jennifer Hudson, a queen herself. She's been renewed for a second season. She made that announcement expressing gratitude to her staff, her crew, and the viewers. So
my
exciting.
gosh, so exciting. I was actually watching her video of her announcing it, and she was saying, this is what I prayed for, this is what I wanted. And I feel like that's just been the theme of this week too, even going back to some of the Golden Globe speeches that we saw earlier this week, just people being so thankful for what they have. So it's been awesome to see it. She completely deserves it. She's come a long way too, from American Idol. She didn't even win American Idol.
I know.
And she is just
I love her gratitude. It's really amazing. And you know what? We are actually, speaking of Sherry, though, going to be interviewing her next week. So be sure, everybody out there, send us your questions that you want to ask her. You can send us a message on any social media platform. You can find us by searching for Studio 13 on Fox. And then a fan favorite show coming back for season 9. We are, of course, talking about The Masked Singer. Take a look at this little promo they just dropped.
Could this be a huge superstar?
Legendary! Who is it? Hey, Mom! Oh my God!
She's excited, in case you couldn't tell. Okay, that is all they would give us, though. We work for the company. We asked for more for you guys, and they said, nope, that is all you get. We do know that the iconic costumes are coming back, including the French hen, the doll, the axolotl. Oh, man, I can't say this. The
axolotl?
Axolotl?
Yeah.
Is that the robot, or who is that? Do you remember?
It is an aquatic creature.
Aquatic creature.
Yeah.
And the moose. The show will be returning. I love that we finished with the easy one. I know what a moose is. The show is going to be returning February 15th, and that's right here on Fox.
Yeah.
It's very exciting. I do love how excited everyone gets with their guesses.
Totally, yeah. And did you know this actually started out as a South Korean reality show, or game show, I mean?
I did not know that.
Yeah, it was in South Korea. I remember when the announcement came out, too, because I was like, this is so fun. American TV shows need more of this type of thing. Just fun, wacky, quirky, and it's a hit show too. So.
And I think that oftentimes when you cover up, you know, it's silly, yes, you cover up the faces, you get to really see some of the voices shine. And I've just been really surprised by some of the quality singing. And then you're just shocked by who it ends up being. So I'm looking forward to seeing a lot more of that coming up. Well, musicians across the world, unfortunately, having to share their condolences after legendary rock guitarist Jeff Beck passed away. He was 78 years old, and he actually died suddenly after contracting bacterial meningitis.
Yeah, he was often described as one of the greatest guitarists of all time. He rose to fame with the Yardbirds before fronting the Jeff Beck group. We're just going to miss him so much. Yeah, so such a talented musician. He was a guitarist.
Exactly. And speaking of that, you know, Mick Jagger writing on Twitter, with the death of Jeff Beck, we have lost a wonderful man and one of the greatest guitar players in the world. We'll miss him so much. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Rod Stewart shared, Jeff Beck was on another planet. He took me and Ronnie Wood to the USA in the late 60s in his band, the Jeff Beck Group, and we haven't looked back since.
Just really amazing sharing happening here. And, you know, Gene Simmons also calling it, quote, heartbreaking news. No one played guitar like Jeff, so please let's get a hold of the first two Jeff Beck Group albums. Behold the greatness. Rest in peace.
Sending all the love to his family, too.
Absolutely.
It's been 25 years since Titanic first hit theaters, making us feel old over here.
Oh, my goodness.
This broke box office records, and in celebration of the 25th anniversary, how about a return to theaters?
Sounds good to me. James Cameron's blockbuster, which was based, of course, on many of the true events that happened with this doomed ship, will be back in theaters on February 10th. And while fans are very much excited, including this girl, not everyone really happy about the poster. Take a look at this. Okay, so this is a poster for the anniversary, and after looking at it for a little too long, I think some fans said, hey, it looks like Kate Winslet has two different hairstyles. So it looks long and loose on one side. You see it there, kind of modern. And then the other side, it's all like those tight curls.
Okay, so some people have gone as far as to call this poster hideous, appalling, and weird. Very dramatic, y'all. Others say that this poster may be symbolic of the character having to portray her societal role and the life she wishes to have.
Okay, real talk. Do you think it was just an oopsie, or do you think there's a metaphor there?
I think her hair was just flipped over like this. You know, when you do that to the side?
I don't know, but
Cute,
you
right?
do that, I think.
I think that's just how it was. I think her was blowing. They're on a ship. There's probably a lot of wind happening over there. I definitely used to have a Titanic poster on my wall. And I don't need to go back to theaters for this because I
remember.
have the not DVD, the VHS
Me
box.
too.
Does that do
the
that?
double?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I
yes.
remember making my mom take me to Walmart on the day that it came out. I was like, I've got to watch this movie every day.
Okay.
It was so good.
Can I tell you something?
What?
I did the exact same thing and then never watched it.
Really?
I never even opened it.
Not enough time?
Well,
too long of a movie.
I know,
really.
with my busy teen years. No, I realized after owning it, it was too sad for me. I was devastated. And I just like never played it. I just liked having it, and I like the cover. So.
I mean, that's fair too. A little memorabilia. I feel like it was the first time I really that and like Armageddon, a same era.
Yes,
those are the first times I really learned to like love crying in a movie. Just let it out. Release it.
Some of our floor staff holding their hearts over
Everyone's
there.
nodding around here.
Yeah,
Y'all
they
know what
know
I'm
it.
talking about. Something else that might make us feel a little bit old. It has now been 40 years since the internet was invented.
Excuse
that was before
me?
our time.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. All right, well, some activities that were once routine, now on the verge of being totally forgotten. All right, so people are talking about this on Reddit. Guys, 13% of people have never used the yellow pages to look up a phone number. 19% have never connected to the internet by using dial-up. I do remember doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. 19% say that they have never written a check. I still write checks.
I have a checkbook. I had to order checks this year. I use it
That's true.
once a year or twice a year.
Yes, but I definitely did have to order them. And 36% say that they've actually never sent a fax.
Oh, man.
Which is, I didn't do that often, but certainly in newsrooms, even in the early aughts, I was still sending fax.
Oh yeah. I had a job, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 years ago where I needed to send a fax for it, and no one had a fax machine anymore, so I had to find a way. You upload a PDF of the item you need to fax over, and then there's this company that will send it as a fax to whoever needs it. Yeah, it's a whole thing. Faxes were never that efficient.
I wonder if anybody is sending faxes anymore. You just text
bet they
it,
are,
email
somewhere.
it, PDF in someplace.
So primitive.
Oh my goodness. Well, still ahead, we have the iHeartRadio Music Award nominations that have just been announced.
Yeah, and we are chatting next with Seattle radio legends Jody and Bender from mornings on the 95.7 The Jet about the nominations and how you can cast your vote.
But first, let's get a word from our buddy Bill.
Well, we have an exciting message today that's sure to grow on you. Get ready for the 40th annual Tacoma Home and Garden Show, January 26th through the 29th at the Tacoma Dome. With more than 500 inspiring and enlightening experts and vendors, you're going to get great ideas to transfer your indoor and outdoor space. Meet experts from local nurseries and stock up on houseplants, bulbs, garden accessories, and more. Plus, learn about emerging trends in interior design and home renovation. And new this year, the Tacoma Makers Market, featuring artisans who followed their passions and started businesses during the pandemic. Come see their talents and take home a unique handcrafted item. And ready for the best part? Opening day, Thursday, January 26th, admission is free. That's right, $0. That's something great to do on Friday, Junior. Thanks to the good folks at Hunt Services who are picking up the tab. After that, it's $15 for adults. Kids 12 and under are free of charge. So is the parking. For more information, log on to TacomaHomeandGardenShow.com. Now, let's get back to the show.
Thank you so much for that, Bill. All right, iHeartMedia and Fox just announcing the nominees for the 10th annual iHeartRadio Music Award.
Yeah, so joining us this morning to talk about the nominations, local legends, Jody and Bender from mornings on 95.7 The Jet, which is part of the iHeartMedia Network. Good morning, guys.
Hi.
Morning.
Morning legends.
That's us.
Legends.
Yes, we
That's what the
were
parking
told to
spots
always
say
refer to you as
downstairs.
legends, so that's what we're doing.
No, we believe it. We believe it.
Right.
Told, recommended.
How are you? Hey, first of all, welcome to the airwaves and congratulations on show number 4.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much. We're
Wow.
so stoked. I'm also so stoked for the iHeartRadio Awards. One of the best award shows in my opinion because there's so many musical performances. I just love
So
music
fun.
award shows. Which fan army do you think has the best chance of winning an award there? I feel like those fans go really hard for their artists.
Well, we're going to have a disagreement over here on that one because I vote for the Swifties. Taylor Swift's fan army base absolutely is vigilant. I mean, think of what they've done already in the past year or so. You know,
Why,
you
thank
mess
you.
with the Queen, you get the
Thank you.
man. Because Taylor Swift lurks on all her different media sites. You know, Tumblr. She's all over the place. She sends little messages, and they're always looking for one of those. So you really don't want to mess with Swifties. Facts.
I'm going to say BTS. I'm sorry. BTS still. They're lunatics. They're lunatics. They're crazy. They're loyal. Every time there's a fan army of any sort voting, BTS breaks the system when all the voting takes place.
Is lunatics a good thing, though?
I don't know.
That's
I
not
love
bad.
the BTS army. I will
In
say, I
this
think you're right,
context.
Bender. I think they're going to take it because the army is so powerful. Anytime they rally and get together, I feel like it's always BTS.
Yes, and they're missing them right now, so.
Yes.
Absolutely. Hey, what artist do you guys think
Although
has...
I do think Taylor Swift is going to win everything.
Oh, that is nice of you to say, Bender. We will have to see. So do you think that she is the one that's going to take home Artist of the Year? Maybe somebody else has got a shot?
She has to, right? I mean, she's broken all the sales records in the last 12 months.
Yeah.
And she's taken home all the awards at all of the other shows. So I'm assuming this is a foregone conclusion.
I guess the only other person who has a chance to get some of those is Harry Styles, though. I mean, don't forget, his songs were in our ears all year long. They were everywhere. And, you know, everyone loves Harry and his tours were selling out, so he could have a chance.
Agreed. I mean, those are two of my favorite artists, so I'd be so stoked for that, too.
Good either way.
Yeah, I'm good either way on that. One of your categories is TikTok Bop of the Year, which I think is so smart. What is your take on artists who seem to be kind of creating music specifically to blow up on TikTok right now, especially like Lizzo, I feel like?
Yes.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant. because as opposed to having to work your way through the machine to get stuff on radio, everything will go viral on TikTok. But I am very surprised, though, that on the category of the TikTok bop song, that BB Rexa and David Guetta are not in there for I'm Good, because that hook of Best Freaking Night of My Life was everywhere all summer long, and it's not even nominated. So I'm going to assume then it's going to be Lizzo, I would think.
About damn time.
If I'm a betting man, that's who I'm going with.
For sure.
And I know that
agree.
people who want to vote, want to support their artists. Talk to us about how they can do that.
Jody.
Well, all you have to do is go to iheart.com/music-awards, and it's all there. All the nominees, what you can expect, every different category, and it's super easy to vote. And you have up to like 50 a day. So you can just sit there and keep dinging it for the person that you want, whether it's Meghan Trainor or Drake or Elton
Just go
John,
crazy.
whoever
Keep
you want.
dinging it.
Just keep dinging it.
Just keep dinging it.
Keep digging it. I feel
That's a
like
lot of
that's a life motto, maybe at this point. Tell everyone on our show about your show.
There's a lot of mottos. Yeah. So look, here's what we're going to do. We want to make sure you guys are going to come in and visit us.
Yep.
We'll, I'm sure, bypass the cameras here in studio and come visit you in studio, because there are some things that Jody and I want to, I guess, impart some knowledge, some broadcasting knowledge to make sure that your show survives.
Yeah.
Because we know, just based on the last 4 days, you're already going into the Broadcasting Hall of Fame. So you're fine. You're good.
You're good.
I'm so down for that. That sounds
great. Of course,
great.
she says.
We will take all of the wisdom you have to give, but you have to share with us, what is the wackiest thing that has happened to you guys while you were on air?
The wackiest
The
thing?
wackiest.
I mean, we've had
Did something
equipment
go
fall
wrong?
apart. We've had equipment fall apart while we were on the air because we don't have an engineering department.
Yeah.
Like, we'll be on the air and the mic stands fall apart. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
But I'm sure it's the same thing in TV. I'm sure. Then again, we've already talked to like 12 people behind the scenes before we come on your show. We don't have 12 people behind the scenes. It's just us.
You know, it's true, too. Plus, you know, Bender and I have been on the air for more than 20 years in Seattle doing mornings at various stations even before we got together on the jet. The question, I think, more importantly, is tell us about you.
Yeah, you.
Like, for example, Carly, if you won Mega Millions tomorrow, what's the first thing that you would buy?
The show is over.
That's a great question.
Their show is over.
Is your show-
I would buy a house. I would definitely buy a house. That's one of my main goals next. I would buy some cars for a few people.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, and then probably,
Cars
it's
for
really boring.
people.
I'd probably invest the rest of it, honestly. Put it in that S&P 500, have that grow at 9% a year, and then live off of that forever.
She's a financial genius,
You know
everybody.
So, all right. So wait. So then is it Mireya that if she hits, you're not coming in? The show is over.
Oh, I'm
Tuesday's
done.
show is
No,
not
I'm
happening.
doing
Monday's
it.
show.
I
That's
love
right.
what I do. Get out of here. I would probably pay off my student loans, and then there'd be no money left.
Aw, $1 billion.
$1.4 billion.
That's right. Nicely done.
Pretty hefty loan.
Guys, thank you so much for visiting with us. We cannot wait to keep the conversation rolling.
Apparently, this is a regular thing now.
I
So
hope
we'll see
so.
you
It has
next
to be.
week. Bye, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Bye. See you soon.
They are just the best.
They're awesome.
All right, coming up a little later, renowned chef Maximilian Petty here cooking up one of his signature burgers. It's already smelling so good here, guys. Ooh, we cannot wait to show you the food.
I love having the house full again. It fills me with joy.
The iconic cast of that 70s show is back, baby. This time it's that 90s show. So we're going to be talking with Deborah Jo Rupp about the reboot coming up next.
Well, I have to make a shopping list. The kids are going to want snacks.
Don't feed them, Kitty. That's how it started the first time.
I am going to get Fritos, Tostitos, Doritos, all the Eatos. I am back, baby.
She is back, baby. Deborah Jo Rupp is back as Kitty Foreman from that 70s show, only this time, it's that 90s show. She is joining us this morning to talk about the reboot. Hi, Deborah.
Hi.
So good to see you. Okay, so people are really anticipating that 90s show. I'm so excited to chat about this with you. What was your reaction when you got that call that the show was kind of being revamped 90s style and they wanted you to come on board?
Well, you know, there had been over the years talk of maybe doing something, and then I think, you know, we'd all been in COVID and we'd all been like separated, and just the thought of being able to go back into Kitty's world with that, you know, that positive energy and that laugh, of course, it was just really exciting. And then to be able to work with Kurtwood again, because he's my boy. It just, the whole thing felt right, and it felt like it was the right time to do it.
Absolutely. And we are obsessed with that laugh. Can we get a little laugh here for Studio 13 Live?
Yes, I will do it for you. Okay, here we go.
Yes,
it's
so
her
good.
Nervous laugh. Yeah,
so
yeah,
good.
She does it when she's nervous.
We're so excited for the series' new younger 90s cast. I know Mila Kunis, Ashton Kutcher, Wilder Valderrama, and other stars from the original are making appearances as special guests. What did it feel like to all get back together again?
You know, we all kept in touch, so we kind of all knew where everybody was and how everyone was doing. I think the biggest thing was that they all have families now. I mean, they started as Mila was 14. They started as children, and now they're like adults and they have children. We had their children on the set. It was just. It's just incredible. It's just, it's what the 90s show is, I think. Life moves on. It just continues. And it was a gift. It was a gift to Red and I.
Well, it's going to be a gift for us when we get to watch. And I'm so glad that you brought that up, because I want to talk to you about Mila and Ashton being married with kids all these years later. If somebody, you know, would have told you that back then, would you believe them?
No. No, I never saw that coming. And that's surprising, because I get into these things sometimes. But no, never saw that coming. Never saw that coming. But it made me really, really happy, because they're both such good people. Such good people. They're perfect. They're perfect together. I should have seen it coming.
Well, it makes us so happy, too. And I just want you to think back on auditioning for that 70s show back in the day. What do you remember about that time or that time in your life?
Auditioning for it?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I didn't know it was the 70s. So my audition must have been very special, because I was just playing a mother. I had no idea it was the 70s. And then I remember, I guess I had the part. I must have had the part. And they were auditioning for my husband. And so I had to come and read with these men for my husband. And I remember looking down this long hallway, and there were like 4 or 5 men. And I went immediately to Kurtwood, because I thought, how fun would it be to have RoboCop as the father? How fun would that be? Ta-da.
Ta-da, it worked out. There we go. Deborah, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with Studio 13 Live today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Still ahead, tag along with us on a hiking adventure. We are headed to Rattlesnake Ledge, and we'll talk about the work being done to make these trails better for all of us. And Mireya is taking you behind the scenes of an iconic show coming to the Seattle Rep. I'm Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter. We'll be right back.
wanna see you smile, take you another mile.
I love it.
Hey, welcome back to Studio 13 Live. Thank you so much for being here with us today. We are so excited to have you. I'm Carly Henderson.
And I'm Mireya Garcia, and we really hope your week has been amazing so far. It's certainly been a great week for us, but...
Oh yeah, big week.
Yes, the big question is, do we have any good weekend plans?
Oh, I have really good weekend plans. So my best friend from the time that I was 12 years old is coming to visit me here. She's flying. She said, I don't care that it's winter, I'm coming. So I'm really excited to show her around and, I don't know, show her the new Seattle life.
Have you picked some spots you're going to stop at?
I'm definitely going to take her to Capitol Hill. I had some amazing Nepalese food at this place called Annapurna. So good, such good curry. So I definitely want to take her there, take her out for some good coffee, maybe some pretty walks. Hopefully it's not too rainy. It's going to be a little rainy though.
Well, she's going to get the full Pacific Northwest experience. If it is a little, or a lot rainy, we don't know. We'll see. All right, well, one of the best parts about living in the Pacific Northwest is the endless opportunity for just getting outside.
It's the best. For the very first episode of Passport to the Northwest, I laced up my hiking boots and I did just that.
Hi, Carly.
Hey, Jaime, how's it going?
It's going great. How are you?
Good. I want to go on a little adventure today.
Oh, excellent. Well, do you want to get the Rattlesnake Ledge Trailhead? We can go for a hike?
Yes, I would love to.
Awesome. Well, why don't I meet you there?
Perfect. I'll see you in like 30 minutes.
Okay, see you in a bit.
Okay, bye. I'm so stoked for this.
Turn left onto 150th Avenue Southeast.
Adventure today. I really haven't been on a lot of winter hikes, so I'm stoked, but it's already so pretty up here. And there's seat warmers I just discovered, so super nice when it's cold outside. You can kind of dip on here. Oh, definitely a little snowier than I was expecting. Glad we got the 18-inch tires and all-wheel drive. Whew, ready to hike.
Hey, Carly, how are you?
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. Welcome to Washington State.
Thanks so much. I'm so excited to hike with you today.
Yeah, me too. Well, I'm glad you brought some warm layers because
Yes.
we've got some typical Pacific Northwest winter weather.
No, I love it. We got to get out there, get in the snow, go do some hikes.
Exactly, get a good view.
So you're with WTA. Tell me about everything you guys do.
I am. So I'm excited to announce that I'm the new CEO of Washington Trails
Yes,
Association.
congratulations.
Thank you. It's a bit of a dream job.
Yeah.
So for folks who don't know us, we're the nation's leading trails-based nonprofit that helps hikers connect with outdoors and give back to trails and public lands.
Amazing.
So it's very exciting. We're also the only organization that helps steward trails and public lands for hikers across Washington State.
Great.
Many people know us through our website,
Yep.
WTA.org. It's a great place to go to find our hiking guide. We have information on thousands of trails across the state, where to go, how to get there, what to expect when you're there. And you can also download, we have a Trailblazer app. It's on iPhone and Android, and it'll give you all the information you need to get out, get some inspiration on where to go, and connect you to opportunities to give back to trails.
What are we doing today?
So today we're going to do Rattlesnake Ledge, which is one of the most iconic and popular hikes in the Puget Sound. But are you ready to hit the trail?
I'm so ready. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Wow, the snow's kind of deep, huh?
Yeah, right?
Gosh, wait, tell me about what this is.
Yeah, so pretty, right?
So pretty.
Yeah, so this is Rattlesnake Lake.
Okay.
And it's kind of at the start of this trail. And we've been doing a lot of work over the last couple of years to keep maintaining it, keep it open to hikers, keep it a place where people can keep coming.
Well, I'm glad you did because it is magical here.
Isn't it
The
nice?
fog over the trees. Hello. So I have to tell you, I'm digging this trail so far.
Good, I'm glad.
Yeah, What kind of goes into building and maintaining a trail like this?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
So sometimes people are surprised when they find out that these trails don't build or maintain themselves.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of work.
Yeah, a lot of people.
A lot of people. So WTA, every year, we lead about 100,000 hours of trail maintenance. And the majority of that is through volunteers.
Wow,
Yeah, and
that's incredible.
It's really cool, it's really fun, and it requires no prior experience. When you're out on trail, we have 3 rules.
Okay.
It's be safe, have fun, and then get some work done. So it's in that order.
Okay, I like that. That's
Yeah.
kind of my speed.
Exactly. So hopefully we can get you out on a trail
I
work
would
party
love
at some
to.
point.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
If people are interested in joining one, how do they do that?
So go to WTA.org/volunteer.
Great.
And you can look up opportunities to get outside, opportunities to give back. There's work parties all across the state, and they're a lot of fun.
I like that it's called a party, too.
Exactly. Totally.
All this mixture of trees with the snow.
Right,
on
with the
them.
snow. It's so nice, right?
Yes, and I'm definitely glad that I checked the trip report on the app. Because
Right.
I saw some snowy pictures, at least from a few days ago, so
Yes,
I was prepared for this.
Yeah, it's a good place to find up-to-date information on trail conditions.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure. Very
Yep.
helpful. Oh, I'm so glad that we did this.
Yeah, thank you so much for
beautiful.
coming out. Did you have fun?
Had the best time.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
Well, I know today we did one of our more popular hikes,
Yes.
but maybe next time we can find a trail with a little more solitude if that's what you're looking for.
Sign me up.
Excellent. Well,
in.
I
This
can't
is
wait.
great.
Excellent. Well, thanks so much.
Anytime. So fun. And Jaime's actually going to be joining Bill and Liz tomorrow on Good Day Seattle, so be sure to tune in for that.
What a fun and exciting story. I love all of your adventures, especially because I'm getting ideas for stuff to do. Just me, my friends, or maybe with my family.
Yeah, that hike was on kind of my bucket list of things to do around here anyway, so it's so cool to go out there and hike in the snow too. Felt kind of cool.
Do you have anything coming up next?
Yes. So have you heard of like luxury treehouse Airbnbs?
Oh.
Because that's a thing. I toured some really, really cool ones. It's called Treehouse Point. So I'm excited to show you all these unique tree houses that people can go and stay in there. You can even do tours yourself. So that'll be the next passport to the Northwest adventure.
It sounds so fun.
So fun. Coming up, we're also giving you a behind-the-scenes look at the play I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter at Seattle Rupp.
And I'm actually getting to chat with the author of the book herself, Erica Sanchez, so stick around. We will be right back.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around, like sunshine through the clouds.
Who doesn't love cuddling up with a good read? Today, I am so excited to be visiting with Erica Sanchez, author of I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter. This is a fictional YA novel about a girl who loses her sister. She's struggling to find herself. And I actually read this book as an adult. Now the book is coming to the stage as a performance. So let's welcome the book's author, Erica L. Sanchez. Hello to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, thank you for having me.
I am just so jazzed to be able to talk to you. Honestly, we were chatting just before we started recording about how much I enjoyed this book. It really resonated with me. My entire family is from Mexico. I lived from Mexico for a time. And there is something really beautiful about the culture, but you certainly hit the nail on the head when you wrote about the expectations, the pressures that Julia, the character, is feeling. What inspired you to write this book?
Well, you know, I grew up in the 90s, and during that time, there wasn't a lot of literature that I could really connect to. I love to read, but there were never books really that I felt spoke to my experience as a Mexican girl, daughter, child, woman. And so I decided that I was going to write a book that spoke to that experience and that would help people heal. And really the initial impulse was healing my own traumas and trying to get over a lot of what I went through. But in publishing it, I realized that there are so many other women who went through similar experiences. And so that, to me, has been another layer of the healing process.
It's so interesting to me how in that attempt to heal your own trauma, to make sense of your own experiences, you really created this fabulous story that strikes me as a coming of age story, a little bit of a mystery because Young Julia is struggling to find herself, the truth of what she is, and the truth of what happened with her sister, who she considered the perfect daughter. So what do you hope that your words do for a reader, even those who are not Mexican or Mexican American?
I think I always want to show the complexities of being human, of the ways that we struggle when we're in our teens in particular to define ourselves, to understand ourselves amidst so many challenges and, you know, cultural conflicts in this case, because Julia is very Americanized, her parents are not, and so that creates these rifts. And so I just want this book to speak to those who have felt different, who felt like they didn't belong in their family or in their community. And I hope with this play as well that it reaches even more people, and that more young women get to see themselves and understand who they are a little bit better.
So let's talk more about that. Your novel is going to be a stage performance in Seattle, opening night actually this Friday. What was that whole process like for you?
You know, I went through it before at Steppenwolf, and then it shut down. And so that was like a really sad moment for me that it didn't like come to fruition fully. And so now I feel like I have another chance to really go and enjoy the play, and on a gigantic stage, mind you. I looked at pictures and I just was in awe. And so for me, it's like a second chance to bring it back and to hopefully, you know, see it go elsewhere.
And Erica, of course, the play in English, but I did check out the website, and there's going to be a night where there's going to be options available for Spanish speakers. How important was that for you?
You know, I wasn't told about that, but I'm thrilled. That's beautiful. I love that. I love for my work to be as inclusive as possible. It means a lot to me that people like my parents are able to read my work, to connect with this story. And so I think that's really fantastic.
Erica Sanchez, thank you so much for joining us. The book is called I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter. Thanks again.
Thank you.
And I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter, the play that is running at Seattle Rep starting Friday, January 13th. We're also getting to see a behind-the-scenes look at the theater as they get ready for opening night.
The set includes a 120-foot bead curtain that's designed by Efrain Delgadillo. And he did his research and went to the area where the play takes place and found this beautiful mural by Centrock. And we asked if we could use the image in the mural for our set, and Centrock agreed. And so the mural is actually, it's adjusted, the color has been adjusted, but it's basically that mural painted on the bead curtain. And the bead curtain is such an interesting element for me to use as a director, because people can come in and out without any notice. They just birth themselves into Julia's consciousness. So, so it's a beautiful and exciting element for me to play with.
Love a good behind-the-scenes look. The play opens this Friday, runs through February 5th. More info, fox13seattle.com. Just click on Studio 13 Live. Still ahead, kids say and do just the darndest things. We are tuning into the internet to hear some of the craziest stories from our toddlers. We'll be right back. How cute is that? All right, I am in the middle of toddler madness with my 3-year-old, a full-blown three-nager, if you will. And I have a very fun little problem on my hands right now. Okay, so we were being couch potatoes, and my son was eating some puffy Cheetos, you know, no big deal. And then suddenly he just got super mad that he had Cheeto dust all over his little fingies, and he wanted me to clean it, but I was tired. So I said, honey, just wipe it on your pantalones, your pants. And he misunderstood me, and now he follows me around anytime his hands are dirty to wipe his hands on my pants.
Oh!
I don't see him coming all the time, so it's just like I have a handprint on my leg or my thigh. But he does say thank you after that happens.
That's sweet, though. You got to wear your not nice clothes around him.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, kids are so funny. They have no idea the germs or the grossness that you feel. My friend's kid, he like puts his 2 fingers in his mouth all the time, and then he'll come right up and touch all your stuff if you're around there. And you're like, wait a minute.
Standard toddler behavior. I love it. But you know what? Our experience is not solitary here. So I was trolling Twitter to find out what outlandish sort of stuff your toddlers or the toddlers in your life are saying and doing. Let's show you that. This one is really cute. Okay, so this person tweeted, quote, sat on the couch, toddler asked if I wanted a blanket. I said no, but she grabbed one anyway. Told me to put up my feet, tuck me in, even gave me a stuffed animal. Now she's grabbing books that she wants to read to me. Have kids, it's awesome.
Oh, that's a good sales pitch right there. This one's coming from Robin. It says, current favorite toddler thing. She says, bless you to herself after she sneezes.
So cute. So my son would wave at himself when he was waving hello and goodbye. He's since stopped doing that, and I miss it every day.
That's so cute.
It's just these silly
I hope you have
toddler
a video.
things. I know. And Justine here says, stuff, my toddler says, milk makes me high. Me looking at toddler confused. Toddler, milk makes me high, and points up. Oh, milk makes you grow.
So good. Polly says, getting a toddler ready in the morning is like having to solve riddles with a magical troll who will only follow your directions if you do them in a funny way. I just had to pretend that our cat was putting her pants on.
You do whatever you need to do. And if you out there have any wild stories about what your toddlers are saying or doing, you can send them to us. You can find us on social media. Search for Studio 13 on Fox. Coming up, renowned chef Maximilian Petty joining us in studio to show us how to make some of his signature burgers.
Oh yeah, including a falafel burger for my fellow vegetarians out there. It's gonna be delicious to the max. We'll be right back.
Like sunshine through the clouds. I'm gonna make your day.
Hey, it's time now for Emerald Eats, where we highlight incredible food in our area.
Yes, and today we are joined by renowned chef Maximilian Petty, and you got some good food out here for us. So talk to me about where people can find these burgers.
Yes, so Big Mac's is located on top of Queen Anne. So right on top, 2 of my restaurants are actually like a block apart. I didn't want to go too far.
Yeah, you don't want to have to go too far between them.
All right, so let's jump right into it. And you know, guys, we're gonna like interview and cook at the same time. I love it.
What are you making for us?
So we're doing the kind of what started the whole restaurant, which is the Big Mac's. The Big Mac's burger, which is obviously a play on my love for Big Mac burgers as a kid. But
better.
But better. I grew up. I got a degree in culinary, and kind of I wanted to be better than McDonald's. And
Was your nickname ever Big Mac's?
No.
No, it was
what a tragedy.
No, I mean, I had 3 older sisters, so it was usually Maxi Pad or something not as fun. No. So unfortunately not, but once we started to do secret burgers at our fancy restaurant, it had to be the Big Mac's. And then pandemic happened, and we just kind of created out of doing takeout burgers, and we sold 80,000, and then from there we couldn't go back to what it was, so we turned it into the Big Mac's restaurant it is today.
So it started as takeout only, like a little window you'd pick stuff up from.
Yeah, when it was kind of like a fancier neighborhood restaurant, Eden Hill Provisions was the name, and then so many people started doing, reach over you, couldn't dine in our restaurant, so we started making burgers and just shelling them out.
And it worked.
And it worked.
But you do have several restaurants, so talk to me about Eden Hill and your other establishments.
Yeah, so Eden Hill was my first baby 7 years ago or so. It's a little bigger than my body. It's about 18 seats, tasty menu, a la carte, share plates, fun cocktails, very, very small, up there in Queen Anne. That's where I got my start, and it's my baby.
That's awesome. It's almost like exclusive when you can't fit that many people inside.
Yeah, it was a perfect first-timer restaurant where it felt exclusive to me, and people that couldn't, get in. And it was easy for me to only do 10 plates, and I just had to do what I love to do. And now it's tasty menu. Now it's share plates. Now we have outdoor seating. Now it's gotten quite bigger, and it's been really great. We've been able to expand and do quite a bit.
It's incredible. And you have a restaurant in wine country?
I do. And then, end of pandemic, why not open a restaurant 4 hours away.
Why not? A little further than just down the block.
Well, my wife and I were looking to move out of Seattle, the place we love, and then we found this restaurant in Walla Walla and fell in love, and we decided to, we're staying in Seattle right now, but we love the wine country. We saw the growth of it. They call it the Napa of the 90s, and so we see,
I like that.
and we fell in love with all the wineries and all the people, and we just kind of saw some potential. And if we're going to survive the pandemic, we're gonna thrive. And so,
all right. Well, we have about 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
So walk us through what we're seeing right here.
yes, so our special ground beef, and what makes our burger different and more expensive, and we call it fine fast food, is we grind our beef daily, a special blend, dry aged, local farms, all that fun stuff. We actually put bacon in it, grind for that kind of Maillard reaction, lots of caramelization, and then all the accoutrements. So we have our caramelized onions, sherry and maple vinegar, staples of all the restaurants, aged white cheddar, pickles. My fun little sauce thing here. This is now that I have 2 little kids. This is how I do all my stuff. I don't want things everywhere. Our special kind of mustard pickle emulsion sauce, kind of like a special sauce, house ketchup, onions, and then a challah bun.
Love it.
So we're going to smash it on here. I have one right here for you guys to try.
And you've got a falafel version,
and
too.
I do. We have a vegetarian on set, so we have a beautiful, we treat it just like a burger. We grind the chickpeas, fold in lots of herbs and garlic, and then we kind of smash it into the pan, and then I'll get some labna and onions and a similar accoutrement, but we got a lot of vegetarians at the restaurant.
Yeah, I love it. It's always good to have a veggie option.
Yeah,
Great.
veggie and chicken, and we got it all up there.
Awesome. And what would you say is the secret to a great burger?
The meat. The meat, and reach over again. The meat and how the fat content, where you get it from, especially nowadays with costs going up and farmers needing support, and it's the meat. Because you can make any good potato roll or bun, pickles, like everyone's got their secret sauces that they love, but the meat is the thing.
Would you mind if I take a taste
Please.
there?
Got a knife for you? Want me to cut it for you? Or you can just go. I kind of want to watch you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
get it.
Tricky. Here we go, guys.
The Mireya test. Give us a thumbs up if you like it.
Man.
Woo! 2
Only if it's
thumbs
good.
up.
Oh my goodness.
There we go. That's amazing.
Excellent job.
Thank you.
Wow. I'm going to keep eating that for sure.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to grab my falafel after we say goodbye to you.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much for being here.
Thank you for having
You'll
me.
have to come back on our show
I would
very
love
soon.
to. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Of course.
And we have so much good stuff coming up tomorrow, you guys. Get ready. So we are taking you inside the Pop Culture Champagne Bar.
We're also getting into some Art Chaos, a local place where you can live out all of your childhood dreams, seriously.
And we are putting together some amazing food and wine pairings.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. Go out there and make it a great day.
Ooh.